You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hellgate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Thursday the 6th of February, 2025. It is 47 days after the winter solstice. It is 42 days before the spring equinox. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 18th day of Pluviose, the day of the If, the yew tree. The sun rises today at 7 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:10 p.m. The sun sets today at 5:20 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 5:48 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 6:21 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes 19 seconds longer than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing crescent phase and is 65% full at midday. The full moon will arrive on Wednesday, the 12th of February. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the early morning, high tide, 4:25 a.m., 1 meter 40. In the late morning, low tide, 10:54 a.m., 0 centimeters. In the early evening, high tide, 5:02 p.m., 1 meter 7. At night, low tide, 10:56 p.m., 3 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, as the bald eagles wrap up their mating season, possums are just starting theirs. The solitary creatures may begin to be spotted this month looking for love. The New York City Parks Department recommends Prospect Park, Sunset Park, and Marine Park in Brooklyn as good spots to see them. But of course, they are ubiquitous in the backyards here in northwestern Long Island. Commemorations. On this day in 1902, the Young Women's Hebrew Association was formed in New York City. On this day in 1935, the game of Monopoly was first put on sale, right in the midst of the Great Depression. On this day in 1947, Robert Capa, Henri Cartier-Bresson, George Roger, and David Seymour established Magnum Photos in Paris. In the ensuing years, it became the premier news photography service across the world. On this day in 1895, Babe Ruth was born. He once gave this advice: "The way a team plays as a whole determines its success. You may have the greatest bunch of individual stars in the world, but if they don't play together, the club won't be worth a dime." On this day in 1945, Bob Marley was born. With his band, the Wailers, Marley spread reggae music around the world. As he sang, "Get up, stand up for your right. Get up, stand up, don't give up the fight." And that is the Observatory, Thursday the 6th of February, 2025.